Now 2023 has been a year filled with a lot of interesting fashion trends, and we also can't deny that it came with some pretty interesting silhouettes when it comes to footwear. With that being said, since we're nearing the end of the year, I thought it'd be interesting to talk about some of the best footwear trends of 2023 so far. Now these are trends I've been seeing all over social media lately, and are trends that I can confidently say have been styled really well in my opinion. But for those of you that are new here, don't forget to subscribe, and if you guys like this video by any chance, don't forget to hit that like button. Let's jump straight into it. So starting things off, you're going to take a look at a shoe that has managed to gain an insane amount of popularity and has also managed to gain a lot of influence among people who are interested in fashion and the fashion space in general, and that shoe is the Adidas Somus. In my opinion, compared to other brands, Adidas has had one of the best and possibly the most successful year in 2023, especially with the increased popularity of the Somus. Although this is a shoe that's been around for quite a while, like I said before, it has somehow managed to find its way to becoming one of the biggest footwear trends in recent times, and there are a number of reasons why I think that came to be. For one, the brand collaborations. Not only did Adidas make their own variations of the shoe, but they also worked with other brands to create different styles and silhouettes of the Adidas Somus, and these brands include brands like Kith and Wales Bonner, which is probably the most popular out of the two. And because of these collabs, there are some people that have kind of drifted away from getting the standard general release pairs of the Adidas Somus in hopes of adding something a bit more exclusive to their wardrobe. And the second factor is that it's a shoe that's easily accessible and incredibly versatile. The Adidas Somus aren't hard shoes to find. They are a great entry-level item of footwear. You can literally go to your local sneaker store or shop for them online, and you'll still be able to find a good pair for yourself. And with that being said, I feel like people tend to lean more towards these, not only because they appreciate the overall look and aesthetic of the shoe, but because they aren't shoes that necessarily limit anyone to only one specific kind of style, therefore allowing them to be styled a number of different ways. A style of footwear that's also been very big this year and very popular are these retro performance running shoes, and I think a good brand that's been leading this category in 2023 is Asics. The Gel Kayano 14 is actually one example of this style of shoe that's been liked by the masses, as it features these really nice metallic colorways which have also been in trend as well. There also come in a few collaborative versions like these ones by John, which has some pretty standard colorways in my opinion. The only thing I can say really stands out is the cream detailing and the John branding on the right hand side of the shoe. And of course, you can also get the Kith version, which is more or less on the same wavelength as the John collab, just a bit more affordable. And if you're looking for a shoe that isn't the Gel Kayano 14s and isn't as expensive, then you should have a look at the 1130s. They are really as comfortable and have roughly the same aesthetic. I also appreciate how they have an interesting earth tone color palette. I think that was a nice touch to the shoe, to be honest. Another extension of Asics would be the Onitsuka Tiger Mexico 66s. These are a great alternative to the Adidas Somus. They feature a relatively similar silhouette and come in these pulverizing colorways, with the most common one being this black and yellow colorway, of course. Now I think this shoe is worth mentioning because, like I said, it is a shoe that's very similar to the Somus, meaning it can be styled a ton of ways and give that clean aesthetic that the Somus would. Okay, so next let's move on to New Balance, and I think the best pair to go for this year are the New Balance 860 V2s. Now you guys might already be familiar with these ones due to their recent collab with $1 Million. I'm not gonna lie though, when I first saw these I wasn't completely sold, and the main reason for that is because the silhouette is a bit different from the pairs that I would normally go for. But the more I saw these and the more I actually saw people styling them, the more my appreciation for these actually grew. Like I said before, the $1 Million collaboration has some really great colorways. They come in these really nice blue, red and green colorways, which are of course dominated by earth tones and gold accents. For those of you that are looking for something a bit more affordable, you can have a look at the general release pairs. They are also really great. My personal favorite is this gray and black colorway. It's very versatile and it's definitely something I can see myself styling with almost anything. Next from New Balance are the 1906Ds, and for me, this specific model of footwear by New Balance has kind of acted as a replacement for the 2002 Rs, especially the protection pack version. They are of course very comfortable and come in the most unique colorways in my opinion, and I also think they are a great way to add some texture to your outfit. So if you guys missed out on the 2002 Rs, these are a pair you should consider getting instead. Now another style of footwear that's also been having its moment this year is technical hiking footwear, and I think a brand that's been headlining this movement is Salomon. Now what I've personally seen from Salomon is that in the past 2 years they've managed to push forward this idea of blending, like I said, outdoor technical hiking footwear and nice city casual outfits that people consider fashionable today. They've also done a really great job at introducing different styles and silhouettes when it comes to footwear. Some of my personal favorites from Salomon include the XT4s and the XT6s. These are great entry-level hiking shoes, and from what I've heard, they also happen to be quite comfortable. Since they are hiking shoes, they also happen to be really great at withstanding those cold, harsh conditions in the winter, especially the Gore-Tex versions. Alright, now that we've covered all the sneakers on the list, I'd like us to take a look at some boots. Now there's recently been this micro trend among people where they style jorts with boots, and personally it's something that I've really enjoyed seeing. I think it's been a good creative way to push boundaries in the space of fashion for both menswear and women's wear. And the boot that's been leading and dominating this trend is the Timberland Boot. Timberland boots have recently experienced an uprise in popularity these past couple of months, and the reason for that is because people have discovered new ways to incorporate them into their personal style. They have somehow made them work with not only the typical autumn-winter outfits, but with also the outfits worn in the warmer months of the year like spring and summer, and I gotta say it's something that's been really nice to see. With that being said, the Vanetta Carter Timberland boot is one model that I've been seeing all over social media lately. It's been given a makeover featuring this really nice yellow patent leather color option, which of course fetches a high price. In my opinion, even though these are quite nice, I still feel like I'll go for the standard nubuck leather Timberland boot. The price isn't as high and I'll still be able to pull off similar styles and silhouettes. Okay, so the next item of footwear are mules, and they are a trend I don't think is going anywhere anytime soon. Now ever since mules like the Birkenstock Bostons became popular in the last 16 to 24 months, it seems more people and more brands have been inspired to incorporate comfortable footwear into their lookbooks and styles. Mules have kind of acted as a way to bridge the stylistic preferences of people and comfortability when it comes to personal styling. With that, there are a few types that I've personally been interested in, and those include the UGG Golden Star Clogs, the Birkenstock Boston EVAs, and the Suicoke Pepper Evapes. Unlike other items of footwear, mules are insanely comfortable, especially if you're a person that sometimes find themselves walking long distances. You'll be able to do exactly that without feeling any intense pain or foot fatigue. Another factor I'd like to point out is that even though these are associated with comfort, they are still seen as stylish, versatile items of footwear, which is why I think they've stayed relevant for as long as they did. Now before we end this video, there's one more trend I'd like us to touch on, and it's the incorporation of smart shoes in casual outfits. And these shoes include shoes like your loafers, your derbies, your boots, and so on. This is another trend that I've personally been liking. It's definitely been a really good way for people to elevate their outfits in a more smart casual way when it comes to stylistic preferences. So if you guys haven't, make sure to check these out as well. But anyway guys, that is basically it from me today. Let me know what trends you have enjoyed seeing this year in the comments section. And as always, I really hope you guys liked it and found it informative. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.